Hi friend, David here from Learn Stage Lighting. As you can probably guess, today we're looking at a light. What is it? Well, let's talk about it. So, this is the Chauvet Slimbank Q18 ILS. Let's dive in. So the Slimbank Q18 ILS caught my attention, and we purchased this unit with our own money so that we could review it here. And the reason why it caught my attention is because what we have here basically is a really low cost but bright LED wash fixture with barn doors to help control the spill of the light. Okay, and what those do for you, as you can see here on the wall, is we basically can bring that barn door in and see how that starts to cut the light off this other area, right? So if you're in a small space, if you're in a small venue, and you have stuff, you know, maybe the front of the stage, maybe a projector screen, like in a lot of churches, etc., and you want to just keep the light off. Maybe it's just that there's a sign behind the stage or a banner or something, and you want to keep the front light off of that banner. You can do that with the barn doors. The other thing that makes barn doors great is, if I just simulate this here, is if I go ahead and point this, say, as a backlight behind my stage, right? Say it's hanging into backlight. See how it's getting into the camera there? It's super bright. It's annoying to people's eyes too. If I bring in that barn door like that, now you see, hey, the backlight still works. It still hits the guy on stage, that funky looking guy. But it doesn't, see that, blow up in the camera, right? We can get that off the camera, on the camera, off the camera, get everything looking great, but still have some control over that light. And so that's what makes this light interesting. Now, in terms of specs, in terms of what it's got, etc., you're gonna see 18 LEDs across the front. In the various DMX modes, it can be split into 2 segments if you wish, okay? Let's just go ahead and get it into an animated mode. It's a quad base fixture, so let's just go ahead and show you that. And so you see here, oh, I apologize, there's actually 3 segments. And so it's a quad fixture, so first we saw red, then we saw green, and we see, oops. Then we see blue, and then we see the amber. So even though it's not an RGB white fixture, it's still able to make a decent white, and you can see that there. So in the highest channel mode, you get those 3 segments. It's able to make some nice colors. Is it gonna be just a mind-blowingly great, high color quality front light for a broadcast application? No, it's not. It's not priced anywhere near anything else in that range. And so, you know, for the price, it's a fantastic value. Let's look at the physical real quick, just to give you an idea there. So the Q18 has a typical kind of split yoke where you can put it on the ground with that yoke. You can clamp it to either yoke as well to hang it in the air. It has typical side knobs, and it's a very lightweight fixture, so these basic knobs work well for controlling it. On the back, we're going to see here, I know it's a little bit dark, a basic LCD screen, D-Fi USB, DMX 3-pin in and out, power through a regular Edison plug and an IEC for the in, regular Edison for the out, and a nice heat sink on the back, which is great because, that's right, I don't hear any fans. No fans, okay? And so that's a huge benefit too, is if you're in a small space with a really low ceiling and you kind of want to just, you know, take a couple of these, right, and front light a stage with them with maybe 2 of these, that can be a really great application for this. Same with, you know, a lot of acts these days, if it's a small touring act or whatnot, they'll take like 2 blinder type units, put them at the front corners of the stage, shine them across and use them as their wash. And that's often great, but in a smaller venue on small stages, that's going to be overkill. Okay, something like this, the Slimbank Q18 ILS is really perfect for that kind of thing. With the barn doors and having that ability, it can also just be really helpful in uplighting situations. Like if I wanted to just throw it on the ground real quick here, let's just pop it back into a static color. Choose a nice little pink here, okay? Use it to uplight my truss, right? And the cool thing about it is, you know, it's able to give you a nice uplight. Obviously, it's a little hard to see because I have another light here. I have my studio light, but it is uplighting. It is nice and bright. You see that pink on my hand there, and it looks really nice. But having that barn door, having that control in the front, means that I can now take it, and instead of it getting in people's eyes as it shoots straight up, it's able to kind of be cropped off so that you're keeping the source, keeping people's eyes from seeing the source from more places, just, you know, kind of mitigating any complaints from your client or whoever you're doing the lighting for. So, last thoughts. Slimbank Q18 ILS. It's a very simple wash light. It does what it does really quite decently. The build quality is reasonable. Of course, it's a lower cost DJ grade fixture. So there's some things like the fact that it has an IEC cord for power. You know, sometimes that frustrates people like myself, professional users, but for a lot of people, that's just fine. Just make sure it's plugged securely before you put it up or get it out of the way, because those can wiggle loose. But other than that, you know, it puts out a decent beam of light. It's kind of ovalish due to the shape of the emitters of the LEDs. Actually, we'll pop to that real quick there. You can see it there. It you know, creates a nice ovalish beam of light. You can see on my wall there, and just, you know, overall, like gives you, like, honestly, a pretty nice light here. So is it for everybody? No. If anybody says a light is for everybody, they're lying to you. And so if you don't want to be lied to, haha, and you're looking for gear, you need the best thing, come check out the Slimbank Q18 ILS at Learn Stage Lighting Gear. But even more importantly than that, if you see this, you say, maybe this light's for me, maybe something else is, hey, head over to LearnStageLightingGear.com. You can contact us through the contact page, or just shoot us an email at gear@LearnStageLighting.com. We love to help people every day find the best fit of lighting for their needs and be able to get that at a personalized price. If that sounds great to you, we'd love to help. Head over to LearnStageLightingGear.com. We want to be the nicest, fairest, most knowledgeable lighting place to buy lights on the internet. Yes, that was bad English, but head over to Gear. We'll help you out. We love to help. Thank you so much. Have a great day.